starting our discussion, just want to share something with you all about the project. Like in science subjects, physics, chemistry and biology, we do not have projects, we have practical file writing. So as we cannot have the practical classes right now, so what you need to write in the file, that part or that note I am providing with you all, you just download that and from there you can start writing. Secondly, about the textbook, many emails are coming regarding textbook availability. I do not have any idea about the dates when the textbooks are going to come. But I don't know why you all are so much worried, because what a chapter, whatever there you had in class 8, exactly same thing are there in class 9, even previous chapter also. Same thing, whatever you had in class 8, those are there in class 9. That's why I am telling you all repeatedly, reminding you all that sit with that book, because that book contains all those topics which are mentioned in the syllabus. So I am not providing you separately any other notes or anything else, because I also do not have the textbook right now, but I have the syllabus, I have downloaded the syllabus. So make sure you download the council syllabus and check the points. In fact, in class 8 book some extra things are given. So you can read class 8 book, and also you are sitting with your copy, you are writing down or taking the notes. So that is very much important. Third is about writing distinguishing chemically. Before continuing with the water chapter, once again I am showing you how to write those answers, because many are confused while writing the answers. I don't know why, because I explained an entire video I have dedicated on this distinguishing chemically. Those who have not seen, please go and watch that thoroughly. Even in previous week also, in one video, the second part of the video, completely I explained those distinguishing chemically by taking some examples. And do not get panicked that what will come, whatever I am discussing, from that it will come, nothing else is going to come. I am just giving you 100% guarantee, whichever distinguishing chemically we are doing right now, other than this type, nothing will come. From board, if you are getting the board questions, fine, you are getting school questions, fine, whichever teacher is making the question, fine, there will be no question beyond this which we have discussed. So stop panicking. Carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, this distinguish chemically I gave previous day and I explained also how to write. You can simply draw a line in between these two and you can write in this form. The carbon dioxide cannot decolorize dark pink KMNO4 solution, sulfur dioxide decolorize dark pink KMNO4 solution. That should be from both the sides. Or you can write in column like the gas which is decolorizing or which is having no effect on dark pink KMNO4 solution is carbon dioxide. In the second paragraph, the gas which is decolorizing the dark pink KMNO4 solution, that is sulfur dioxide. So you can write in this form or you can write in that form as well. But remember that you need to have these 2 points very clear. Point of difference, that is positive test and the negative test both. That it is decolorizing and it is not decolorizing, that must be clear. Here in this case carbon dioxide is not decolorizing, having no effect, and here it is decolorizing, that must be mentioned. And you are using dark pink color KMNO4 solution. In this, any of these 2 ways you can write. Secondly, you all are getting so much of combinations, random combinations. Random combinations do not come in this way. The way that I am telling, suppose dilute HCl, dilute sulfuric acid, I have said by using barium chloride. So similar way it can be like sodium chloride and sodium sulfate. What is the common thing in between these 2 pairs? HCl, H2SO4, NaCl, Na2SO4. The common thing is that in both the salts, cation is same, anions are different. HCl, H2SO4. H is common, hydrogen is common, both are acids. Chloride and sulfate, these are different. Similarly in sodium chloride, sodium sulfate, sodium is common, chloride and sulfate, this is difference. So you can use barium chloride for this pair also and that pair also. Barium chloride is added to the pair of dilute HCl, dilute H2SO4 if you are using. Barium chloride will not react with HCl, no observation, no change. With sulfuric acid it forms white precipitate. Similarly with sodium chloride, barium chloride has no reaction, no observation, no effect, and whereas in case of sodium sulfate it is having white precipitate. That's very simple. You all are thinking so much. The problem is that you all are not watching the videos properly. I think this lockdown period has made you all little bit of impatience. These are actually not videos, these are classes. So as you do the classes, you place your phone on your table or on the bed, wherever you are sitting. Sit and watch the video. Do not lie down and do not watch the video. Take a copy, sit straight, sit in a chair, table if it is there, very fine. Sit on the floor, take a copy, place the mobile in a place, switch on the video and imagine that there is a class going on. So take the notes accordingly. Randomly you all are doing the classes, sometime watching this video, skipping this video and I'm getting question, this part is missing. Where this part is already there in the video. Even the playlist is also made chapter wise. So you can search it easily. Coming back to this water chapter. Now water chapter we were discussing previous day. Today already so many things I have said. I think you need to revise those videos once again. That is more important at this moment, I feel so. Secondly, previous day we ended up discussion with a drying agent, efflorescence, deliquescence and all those things. So one point which I missed previous day, that is difference between drying agent and dehydrating agent. Now these two terms are very similar because both of them absorb moisture and they do not dissolve in it. Drying agent also do not dissolve, dehydrating agent also do not dissolve. Now what is the difference then? Drying agent do not cause any chemical change. Suppose a packet of silica gel when we are placing in a water bottle or in desiccator, it is helping to absorb the moisture from the nearby area, from the surrounding. Or if any compound is kept in the desiccated, like ferric chloride is kept in the desiccated, and one side a packet of silica gel or anhydrous calcium chloride is placed. So it is helping ferric chloride to stay dry. Dehydrating agent is used to dehydrate the molecule, that means to bring a chemical change inside that molecule. So it is bringing about a chemical change of that particular substance with which it is getting in touch, it is coming in contact. Like blue vitriol, if you are adding in concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid is a very good dehydrating agent. So if you are adding concentrated sulfuric acid to blue vitriol, the color will change to white because it will take out the water of crystallization from the salt. Secondly, suppose sugar we have taken, sugar crystals, and we have added concentrated H2SO4. Similarly, it will turn black because it will take out all the water molecules from there. So what will happen? Sugar molecules, the formula is C12H22O11. If we give concentrated H2SO4 here, it will dehydrate all 11 water molecules and the 12 carbon atoms will leave behind, that is the observation will be white to black spongy mass. Black mass of carbon is generated. That is the effect of dehydrating agent. So there is a chemical change. But dyeing agent means there will be no chemical change. There will be only physical change. And one more example of dehydrating agent is aluminium oxide Al2O3. That is also a dehydrating agent. Next part of this chapter is hard and soft water. These all were mentioned in your class 8 book. So hard and soft water, as you know, depending on the type of the salts present in a sample of water, we classify them as hard water and soft water. And again, hard water is classified further as temporary and permanent hard water. Next day we will be continuing from this. Up to this much today, you can start writing your file and start revising the videos once again. Read class 8's book at this present. Whenever other class or something else will be needed, I am going to inform you. I am going to give you those study materials. By that time, take care and see you in the next class. Bye.